Let me ask you guys something. Have you ever wondered what would it be like if Kingdom Hearts was like Devil May Cry? It's a pretty interesting question, right? At first glance, these two franchises don't really seem to have much in common with each other, and you'd be right. That is, of course, until you factor in the power of mods. Now, me personally, I don't like to play a whole lot of mods, and I don't think I'll be doing so that often on this channel, but with the recent alpha release of the Nobody May Cry character mod, and as a fan of both franchises and the respective genres that these franchises fall into, I felt like covering this because this was really cool. I'll be sure to link the project's links in the description below, but with all that being said, let's talk about this. Now, to briefly explain what Nobody May Cry is for those unaware, as its namesake suggests, Nobody May Cry is a Devil May Cry inspired character mod featuring Roxas as the main playable character. And much like Devil May Cry, this mod features many of the foundational elements that are found within the series, including taunting, which helps to restore your drive meter, and you can do some pretty funny stuff with it, like Roxas, get out of there. You also have enemy stepping and of course the quintessential style meter. This is of course held together by the fact that Roxas' combos have been adjusted to fit the style system that they were going for. And with regards to the animations regarding Roxas' combos, many of them have been adjusted using pre-established assets found within Kingdom Hearts 2, with many of the game's finishers being adjusted to resemble those of Roxas' limit break finishers found within Kingdom Hearts Days. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts Days, many of the Keyblades found within Kingdom Hearts 2 have been adjusted to resemble the Keyblades that Roxas would acquire from Kingdom Hearts Days as well, making this mod feel almost like a sort of pseudo remake of Days if you want to look at it that way. However, since this is only the alpha version of the mod, many of these Keyblades don't actually work and just will crash the game off rip, so food for thought for any of you that decide to actually play this mod if you get the chance. Speaking more about the combat of Nobody May Cry at large and sort of how it works, magic are some of the most important tools that can be used for keeping combos going. One of the magical tools that Roxas acquires at the beginning of Nobody May Cry is the reversal command. The way that reversal functions in Nobody May Cry is that, much like the reaction command version, it functions as a dodge utilizing invincibility frames, but reversal also has a second function in its ability to allow Roxas to dodge offset. Dodge offsetting is actually a strategy that was popularized by the Bayonetta franchise. What dodge offsetting is that whenever you input a dodge, so in Roxas' case reversal, rather than your combo being reset, you'll actually be able to continue your combo from where you left off. This gives Roxas several ways to extend his combos, both in the use of magic and with reversal and dodge offsetting. Roxas also has a lot of movement options outside of just reversal, since he was gifted his dash that he has in his boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Speaking about magic at large, like I said before, magic is integral to continuing Roxas' combos in this game. Not only does each spell have its own property, but its own unique finisher as well. Personally, I found Thunder and Fire's finishers to be the best one in Nobody May Cry, mainly because Thunder does a lot of really good damage and Fire acts as a launcher on its finisher. This applies to air combos as well, as casting Thunder in the air acts as a sort of Beowulf kick that you'd see in Devil May Cry, which allows you to enemy step off of opponents much easier, while Roxas was also granted Sora's Fire from Master Form as well. One inclusion into this mod that I think is just kind of spectacular is the fact that they included their own version of the Void in Disney Castle. Once you complete the Timeless River portion of Kingdom Hearts 2's main story, by coming back to Disney Castle, you'll notice that Larxene is just kind of chilling here in Disney Castle's throne room, allowing you to practice combos and figure stuff out on your own. Now honestly, I'm not sure why Larxene specifically is the training dummy here, but I don't really care because any training mode in any action game is always appreciated solely for the opportunity to figure out the combos that I can do with the options that they give me. The last thing I want to cover in terms of Roxas' overall gameplay are the drive forms that he was gifted, in Bladeless form, Light and Dark form, and Awakened form. Bladeless form is as it sounds. You ditch the Keyblade and in turn fight purely with the power of light, summoning pillars like Roxas would in his boss fight. Bladeless form is so sick, mainly because of the way that Roxas can use magic alongside his pillars to sort of propel himself and keep him in the air to continue doing damage. Light and dark form is where Roxas pulls out both of his keyblades and begins to dual wield like he did in his boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2, and is gifted a lot of the same attacks. Light and dark form is interesting because it acts as Nobody May Cry's version of limit form. Light and dark form has 4 limits: Final Arcana, Magic Hour, Dual Shot, and the End. Final Arcana is about as self-explanatory as it can possibly get. If you've played a Devil May Cry game, or you at least know what Devil May Cry is, you know what this is, you know what this resembles. Magic Hour is Roxas' DM from his boss fight where he levitates into the air and generates some pillars of light around him, only here, this more or less resembles his limit break from Days, where instead of hurling balls of light at his opponents, Roxas will instead damage enemies using his pillars of light that he has generated. Dual Shot is the Sonic Blade replacement, as it features Roxas dashing across the arena and then ending this with the Dual Shot command, which is the same command that he has in Kingdom Hearts 3. Lastly, the End is the unblockable move that Roxas has during his boss fight, where he does a series of strike raids and then pulls opponents in towards him. Overall, Light and Dark form is extremely cool. However, this form pales in comparison to Awakened form. This is basically just the mod's way of turning Roxas into Virgil, as if he wasn't Virgil enough. Because as you can see, Roxas has 3 sets of 2 Keyblades, and 2 of these sets act as basically summoned swords. Awakened form is really just Nobody May Cry's version of final form, and really there isn't that much to say other than the fact that this form just lets Roxas go completely ballistic. It's so much fun. I love how just broken that Awakened form is. It's so cool. All of these drive forms do a fantastic job at showcasing just how powerful Roxas is as a character, and I love all of their uses in the actual gameplay. Now, the last thing I want to talk about regarding Nobody May Cry are the custom events, Heartless, and boss fights that were placed into the game. Nobody May Cry has a lot of these custom events that really lend itself to that sort of spiritual remake of Days vibe that I mentioned earlier. For example, the one on the screen right now is a moment where, after fighting nobodies in Twilight Town, Riku shows up and summons some Heartless to come fight you. And I don't know, I just think that this divergence from the norm is overall just really cool, and takes what would otherwise just be a traditional playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 2 featuring a different character and gameplay style, and turns it into such a unique experience that I really loved playing through. Especially when the team forces you to fight basically the same gauntlet of Neo Shadows that Roxas fought during Days when he tried to storm the castle and take down Kingdom Hearts for Xion. Another addition that I really appreciate was them replacing Atlantica with Traverse Town, allowing for more interactions with the Final Fantasy cast as they enlist for Roxas' help to clear out the town from Heartless. Taking what was essentially a throwaway world in Kingdom Hearts 2 and turning it into a fan-favorite world where Roxas can engage in these special missions alongside Final Fantasy characters was a really nice touch, and really does go to show the love that was put into this mod. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not really a mod person. I'm not typically someone that engages with that many mods, but I really did appreciate this mod as a fan of both Devil May Cry and Kingdom Hearts. And for those that do love to delve into the realm of mods, this is definitely a must try. So much work was put into this mod to make it feel like its own unique experience, as opposed to simply just playing Kingdom Hearts 2 with a different character. The crazy part about all this is that this is still just the alpha version of Nobody May Cry, and that there are a lot of avenues that they can take with this. Make sure you guys show your support, because this experience would not have been possible without these people putting their best efforts into this game. That's pretty much it for me, but the last thing I do want to say before I sign off from this video is that I just want to thank y'all so much for 1K subscribers. Look at that, we made it, huh? We're gonna take this thing as far as we can. I just want to set the record straight real quick. I am not a Kingdom Hearts YouTuber specifically. I'm just someone that makes some damn good Kingdom Hearts videos. But I got some plans. I really do want to go back to doing character analysis videos like I did with the Gwen video. That was one of my favorite videos I've ever done because it was really personal for me. But I don't want to bore y'all any longer. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.